My name is Helena. I am 30 years old. I grew up in a small village. Our house was old. It was made of wood. We had chickens and cows. Life was simple but hard. Every day we worked very early in the morning. When I was a young girl, I had big dreams. I helped my mother in the kitchen. I carried water from the well. I worked on the farm. But every evening I sat on the fence and looked at the train far away. That train was my door to a new life. One day, my little brother asked me a question. He said, "Why do you look at the train so much?" I answered quietly, "Because it goes to places where people are free." My parents were good people, but they were strict. My father believed the world outside was dangerous. My mother worried too, but I felt I did not belong only to that small place. One night at dinner, my father said, "You have your head in the clouds." I answered, "I just look at the train, Father." He said, "Trains are not for dreamers. A woman alone is not safe out there." I whispered, "I don't need someone to protect me." My father became angry. He said, "You don't understand the city. Here you have your home." I asked, "And what if my place is not here?" The kitchen became silent. My mother looked down. My father closed his fists. After that night, we argued a lot. My father wanted me to marry someone from the village. I didn't want that life. One late night, I told my mother I don't want to spend my life waiting for others to decide for me. My mother hugged me. She said, "The world is not kind to a woman alone." I said, "I know, but I want to fight for my own life." She gave me a small bag with coins. She saved that money for years. She said, "If you leave one day, take this week's past." One morning before sunrise, I packed 2 dresses, a blanket, and the money. I left a note. It said, "Don't look for me. I am not lost. I am going to fight for my dream." When my father read the note, he became very angry. He rode his horse to find me, but I was already far away. In the middle of the road, he stopped. He cried with anger and pain. Then he returned home. I walked along the dusty road until I heard the train. My heart beat fast. I felt afraid, but I also felt free. At the station, an old man asked, "Going alone?" I said, "Yes, to wherever I can start again." The train took me to the city. When I arrived, the buildings were tall, the streets were loud, the lights were bright. Nobody knew me. Nobody waited for me. For the first time, I was completely alone. I found a small, cold room to rent. Then I started looking for work. I knocked on doors. I asked everywhere. Most people said, "We don't need anyone. Come back later." Some people didn't even listen. I ate old bread. Sometimes I ate nothing at all. But every morning I kept trying. One day I saw a woman selling oranges. I asked, "Can I help you?" She said, "What can you do?" I answered, "Anything. I just want to learn." She laughed, but she needed help. She taught me how to arrange oranges and call customers. She taught me how to avoid people who tried to cheat us. At first, Nobody bought from me, but I kept smiling. I called out, "Sweet oranges, fresh oranges, very sweet." An old man bought some oranges. He even gave me extra money. For the first time, I had money I earned myself. The next day, the orange seller said, "You work well. Come again." Soon she started paying me. Months passed. I worked hard. I learned fast. I never gave up. After 1 year, I saved enough money to rent a small wooden stall. I painted it. I added a red cloth. I sold fruits, small breads, and sweets I made at night. One afternoon, an old man named Mr. Federico came to me. He said, "I watch you work." I asked, "Did I do something wrong?" He said, "No. People who work like you usually grow." He taught me about money and prices. He taught me how to buy products cheaper. He said, "If you don't know how to count your money, you will always work for someone else." With time, my stall grew. People called me the young woman from the corner. I hired a helper. I learned to be quick, honest, and kind with customers. After years of hard work, I rented a bigger place. It became a small shop. My shop. The shelves were full. The counter was busy. People trusted me. One day, a letter arrived from my brother. He wrote, "Father is sick. Mother misses you every day. Please come if you can." I closed my shop for a few days. I took the train home. The path looked the same, but I was different now. I was strong, confident, and sure of my life. My mother ran to me first. She hugged me tightly. She cried, "Is it really you?" I said, "Yes, Mother. I'm home." My father came slowly. He was thinner and weaker. He looked afraid of what I might say. I looked at him and smiled softly. I said, "I came to see you, Father." His voice shook. He said, "Forgive me, daughter. I was afraid. Not of you, but of the world." I said, "I am fine, Father. I learned to fight. I stayed honest. I stayed safe." He cried and hugged me. He said, "I thought I lost you." I whispered, "No. You only gave me to the world for a while." Before I left, I filled their table with food and medicine. I said, "Thank you for the hard work you taught me. Thank you for waiting." I returned to the city. I opened my shop. I counted my money. I gave orders. My life wasn't a miracle. It was work, honesty, and courage. If a dream calls you, go follow it with respect. And when you return, come back with gratitude. What matters is not staying or leaving. What matters is walking with dignity. What matters is remembering where you came from.